Guys, it's Reese from the Reese Corner channel, and today I'm looking at three. That's right, three Youtooz products in one video. I know I said I'll be looking at two, but I decided to change it to three. And those three are the Freddy device holder, which we'll be talking about. Then we have the Fnaf Game 1 puzzle, which we're also going to be talking about. These were originally meant to be the only two things I'll be looking at, because these two things released alongside the Haunted wave of figures, which if you haven't seen, I just yesterday released my final video talking about the Haunted figures, and that was on Haunted Golden Freddy, so make sure to check those out on the Haunted, not on the Haunted, the figures playlist on the channel. So yeah, these two are going to be the only things I was going to talk about in this video, but I decided to throw in another piece of FNAF merch that I don't think I've talked about yet on the channel, which are these FNAF gummies. And yeah, so we talk about these as well, because I don't think, to my memory, I don't think I've talked about these yet. So yeah, I'm going to talk about them today in today's video. So yeah, let's go through these one by one. So first, we're looking at the Freddy device holder. This is basically what you expect it to be. You see these a lot nowadays with other types of franchises. You see with like Sonic the Hedgehog, Crash Bandicoot. There's most definitely some Super Mario ones. Basically what it is, it's basically like a way for you to like prop up your Nintendo Switch, your iPhone, your Steam Deck. You know, basically if you want to, you know, put your device somewhere on like a little like holder that's in shape of a famous character, you can do that. And this one is based on Freddy. And yeah, so not much else to talk about the Freddy himself, because again, just like the Haunted figure I just talked about a few days ago, it's literally the same as the original one, which again, just like I've said in the Haunted videos, I've already talked about. So again, check out the figures playlist for that. But yeah, other than that, there's not much else to talk about. Something that is kind of cool is what he's sitting on. He's sitting on what appears to be a piece of the pizzeria wall. Like, you would think he'd be sitting on, like, kind of like one of the chairs in the dining room, but no, he's literally sitting on, like, a piece of the pizzeria. Like, you can see, like the wall of the pizzeria with the checker mark floor, and looks like a bit of concrete below him. So, Freddy is literally sitting on, like, a piece of concrete right now, which is kind of funny. It actually reminds me of the first, I think it was the first, or it was one of the first three statues that Funko made, the security breach statues. They had that one of Glamrock, Freddy and Gregory hiding behind a wall, which I think was meant to be Fazoblast or something, and Vanny was lurking behind them. But anyways, it's pretty cool. Again, not much else to talk about, but it's pretty neat. Anyways, move on to the second piece of merch. Again, not much else to talk about. This is the puzzle. And as you can see, the puzzle itself is based on a piece of merch that, again, I've already talked about. This was a print that was released, I think, earlier this year. If I remember correctly, this was released earlier this year. It was like a FNAF 1 game print. And yeah, there's not much else to talk about, because again, I've already talked about the print itself. Down here, you can see you got a good look at the packaging, and you can see, like, yeah, it's a legit puzzle. So if you ever wanted to create this image as a puzzle, you can go ahead. And again, I've already talked about this image, but I guess to go over it super quick, it's meant to be it's supposed to be like a reference to, or I don't think it was meant to be a reference, but I see it as a reference to the first like initial like reveal trailer for Help Wanted, where it had Freddy standing in front of a bunch of TV monitors with footage of the game playing on each of them, like gameplay footage. I don't know, that's what I get out of this. But yeah, again, not much else to talk about. So yeah, moving on to the final piece of merch of this video. Again, I don't think I've talked about this yet on the channel, so sorry guys, because I think this is a piece of merch that's been out for a while now. I think I just generally forgot to get to it. So yeah, so apparently Youtooz has this thing called Toozies, and what they are is basically sweets. So these like actually edible sweets, like you can buy like Youtooz sweets. And this is the Five Nights at Freddy's edition of their Toozie sweets. This is the strawberry and peach gummies. And as you can see, the little gummy heads of, and I scroll down to get a good look at them, of Vanny and Freddy. So like the heads of Vanny and Freddy, and they're basically, and yeah, they're like the same as their like as their Youtooz figures, except Freddy's missing his teeth, which looks a little weird. But Fanny looks overall how she's meant to look. as both like the figure. Yeah, but Freddy looks kind of strange. Doesn't have his teeth. Looks kind of strange. But yeah, I guess if you ever wanted little gummy sweets of the Vanny and Freddy, go ahead. As you can see, Vanny's strawberry and Freddy is peach, which really works. You know, Vanny's whole color scheme is like, she's always been known to have like a really red color scheme with Vanny. Red's like a very dominant color. It's like a very dominant color with Vanny, so it makes sense that they go with a red red fruit, or with Vanny, which is a strawberry, and Freddy. I guess they couldn't. I guess there's not that many like brown fruits. I guess so they have to go with something that would, I guess, come out looking somewhat brown. And I get, yeah, Peach comes out looking good. He looks pretty good. Again, the fact that he doesn't have teeth is kind of strange, but yeah. Again, there's not much else to talk about. They're just official edible FNAF sweets in the shape of Youtooz figurehead. So yeah, that's about it for this video. It was a bit of a longer one. This is definitely the longest video I've made this week, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the playlist for more. And yeah, see ya.